So these are some of the easiest countertop kits we offer, guys. We can simply pour out of a bucket just like this, no artistic touch needed, and we can create these beautiful natural veining effects that you'll see in real stone. Look at how cool that is. What's up, guys? Tyler with Leggari Products. Today we're installing Stone Kit 31 using our Dolphin Gray base coat, 2 spray paint colors. We're going to throw those up on the screen. I'm going to have James hop in here, give you a close-up of what you're going to get, a designer high-end piece of marble when you're finished. So it's go time, guys. You got the product mixed, now you're ready to dump it out. A few things I'm going to go over before you guys start dumping it out. If you want to have a pattern and a design to follow, you can Sharpie over your primer. If you're doing black, you can run an edge of a paint stick that'll kind of etch the primer and give you a pattern to follow. Maybe you want to do some crazy vein patterns or something. And then when you're dumping out buckets, you just follow that line. It makes it really simple. The next thing is you'll notice when we start pouring out, I'm always conscious of the colors coming out of the containers because I want to make sure I get those colors all throughout the counter. If I need to add more spray paint, I'll add more. So you'll constantly see us adding spray paint and jumping around the kitchen to make sure we're getting the same colors. And I think we're gonna go for, I'll call it a zigzag pattern. We're gonna do something a little different, just a bunch of little zigzags everywhere. Again, you can do this same kit, but you can pour out a design or a pattern, whatever you want. The sky's the limit on that. He poured the 2 same colors in here. See the difference in colors? Because it was blended in with that soft tan color, kind of tone that color down. So I always like to shake it just so we're not pouring straight spray paint out. And then like I said, we're just gonna do a bunch of little zigzags everywhere, just all throughout this top.
All right, guys, it's mixing time. We're gonna be mixing up our 3-gallon kit of epoxy, and we're gonna be using our Dolphin Gray epoxy pigment. And then we're also gonna be using a couple Rust-Oleum spray paint colors in charcoal gray and granite.
You guys can head over to Leggari.com to see all the Stone Kit options that we offer, and we're always adding new kits to that selection. Just like I was telling you before, we're jumping around the counter trying to get the same color here all throughout the countertop. So next thing I want to point out too is I poured quite a bit here. You can kind of see how it leveled out. It looks a lot thicker. You want to be trying to pour in between the big open areas as you're pouring this out, not trying to pour too much next to each other. And so now when I get down to, I think I got 3 buckets, I want to start being more precise with my pours, because again, we got to fill all this in. Now this will still level out and keep moving and filling out, but we want to fill up the majority of the counter before we run out of the buckets. Okay, so we're on our last bucket. Again, like I said before, when you get down to the 1 or 2 buckets left, you want to be more precise with your pours. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to split this bucket into another bucket. That way it's not so full, and I can have more control with the pour. So I'm going to have Kyle, we're going to keep going with the black color. I really like that dark, that charcoal. Is this the charcoal?
Yeah, charcoal gray.
Yeah, charcoal, not black. Once you're done pouring out your buckets, go around and make sure you don't have any open spots where you can see primer. If you do, we want to just pat those in, fill in that primer with some resin like Kyle is right here. And again, we have so much resin out here, that'll fill in and level out. Okay, it's dispersing time. I'm gonna hit half of the counter randomly. You'll see what it does. If you guys like the cells it creates, the dispersing effect it creates, you can hit the whole counter. If you don't like it, you would just jump right into misting the surface with denatured alcohol. So I'm just gonna start following some random veins and just kind of dispersing those. After you disperse it with the isopropyl, we want to let that evaporate for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to mist the surface with denatured alcohol, and then we just let it set up for a little bit, and I'll show you what you're looking for the right time to pull your tape, or if you're doing weather stripping, to pull your weather stripping. We'll just take a corner, and I'll just move a little resin away. We got about 4 seconds, 5 seconds to fill back in. You want to be about 5 to 10 seconds for that to fill in. See how it's really fluid? Just wants to fill right back in, level out. And so you'll see when we actually pull it, I'll do it again, and it'll kind of just slowly start to fill in. That's what we're looking for the right time to pull this tape.
We are just about ready to pull our weather stripping here and get our sides coated. But before we do that, I just want to talk a little bit about our kits. Every single one of our kits comes pre-measured for every step, comes with in-depth, step-by-step tutorials for you to follow and have a successful install every time. And we back our products up with a lifetime warranty. Now, as Tyler was showing you guys earlier, we're just gonna play with this corner here, and we're just gonna kind of scoop some out. And as you see, it's taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds to level back out. That's what you're looking for. So now we're just gonna start pulling this off. And if you pull the weather stripping straight down, it pulls that resin right to the edge. Now, if I just pull it straight up, we have a huge gap there that we got to help the resin get to the edge so that the edge can get coated. So if we just pull it down at an angle, it brings that edge, or brings the resin right to that edge for us, and to get that side coated. All right guys, so as you can see, our edges are starting to get coated. Now, just to help it coat evenly, we're just gonna rub in this surface tension. Don't worry about messing up your design. This is still gonna run over for the next hour or so.